Initially, and in fact, Mantu is even going to keep the advantage for now. In fact, this is now no more rifles available. For Flusher, that's not always a problem, but it's still going to end up as a 1v2. In fact, as Issa with two lovely 1Ds leaves Brolin alone.
No idea where NBK resides. With his lowly Tech 9.
They're probably questioning why on earth he's not on the stairs, but they'll kill him off anyway. Golden has managed to rotate in time, and the AWP still sits at the back of the site. JW in a very good position, but he does deny the plant. I was going to say, they picked an interesting spot.
Just maybe pull off another miracle pistol play. We've seen him do so many in the past. A good jump across for Brolan. There are ways back into this round. They have two AWPs. Through on the CT, that will be Brolan. Flush is still waiting. Great shot from Brolan onto Issa. And with Alexi down to 32, the percentage is now shifting in favor of Fnatic. Enough time has elapsed. An incendiary toss perfectly into jungle, forces Velda's hands to come out into the open. He's looking to try and clutch this one out, but Brolan's AWP stands tall and delivers. Previous round in effectively pistols. There are options available on Fnatic. Two players could buy it. The other three I'm worried about. On the $2,000 to $2,500 mark. They can now stack two players in, and Brolan getting one slows down the T's a little bit more. How quickly does Flusher snap into action with these kills? Well, that's brutal. He needed Golden to stay alive, and because Golden went down, will be called upon to make something special happen. They double peek him. He did tag Valda, but doesn't frag him, and they last saw Flusher behind. Stuck at the back. While the rest of the team start to move in. Mantu up close. Issa letting players cross, and now he goes in, but not anticipating a third, and that catches him completely off guard. Mantu now on sandwich will deliver some delicious headshots, and JW goes back in for two of his own. It's back and forth. It's chaotic. Right angle as a big trade goes the way of JW. He's picked up 4 already. He's on for the 8th. That's such an important moment in this matchup. Does he get denied? Yes, MBK actually pivots into action. He's got a kit, but he doesn't have time to play with. Out comes Flusher. Beautiful headshot.
Crim's already low on HP. JW's been tagged down as well. And well, with 2 scouts remaining, yeah, it's still possible. What? A double nade from Mantu turns this into a 1v1. Mantu with his snipers is so damn good. He doesn't quite get it over the line. 8 HP, and well,
it allows Mantu to focus his fire elsewhere, but he goes back in one more time to check and gets rewarded with the kill. He goes down, but the damage to Fnatic has been severe. Brolan watching into kitchen, anticipating a peek. It will be Issa. The timing wrecking Brolan. That could have easily been a kill, but they still dart back in. They still bring it down to a 2-on-2. Flusher just catching the elbow of Issa around the corner, but still looking into kitchen, and as they get baited out of position, Flusher goes in for one more. He's had so much impact in this game already, but he's against the top fragger in OG. Valda, the headshot comes in, and Flusher winds back the years.
JW's met Alexi B on the flank, and Alexi B wins it. That clears out Palace. Sits back, trying to hold on. He's got a teammate further back on the ramp, but he's not too much help at this point. And Crims, he's going to have to try and take the 1v3. It doesn't happen. Crims, he's going to battle out from the Palace. That's the Danger Dane gone. And now he's looking for more. Issa doesn't have much support. In fact, no one's even rotating to help. Crims realizes this battle might not be worth taking, but he goes back for more. He had a slow start, but this round might be enough for everybody to forget. Alexi B, he's found a trade at least, but Crims is looking to do it all. A 3rd kill already, and Nathan is the last man standing. He won't be able to do it. The last time they played Mirage.
And that's a big pick this early in the round. They can start to force OG to go in for these desperation rotations, but Alexi stands his ground and gets 2, the second through the smoke.
He gets his pick in the end. Now he needs to hold the line. Flick doesn't quite connect, but he's buying time nonetheless. Crims eventually puts him down in the gap in the smoke as they get closer. But nonetheless, they're not actually gaining that much ground. Eventually, Crims puts down the first. Alexi B will get one, but he can't quite complete.
OG, they will be at a 2v3 stacked against them. NBK, that spray transfer, something sublime. And that puts them on the back foot, but Crims may not be done just yet. Still 45 seconds, but a heat-seeking grenade lands next to him, actually dinking Mantu, but slightly through the wall, which keeps the AWP alive.
And that's the thing. They've been winning these battles. I like this change from Valley, though. He's been getting wrecked on Banana. What's the way to change that? Don't go Banana, and he comes up with 3 kills. Nice to see it. Something I haven't actually had to say before, but after watching Asian Counter-Strike, checking the boosters becomes something I don't see very often. JW, though, hello, he's back once again, trying to do more in the pistol rounds. A Molotov in his hands as well that he's retrieved. Crims alongside in the back corner, cleared. Nowhere for MBK to run to, and JW, he finds his son. He walked into the open. The goal of this man, but I think he ran out of bullets. He needed it to retrieve that Glock. And now Crims, the last man standing, get in hand, and of course it's a triple shot burst with the timing. Now this is where Brolin is at his deadliest. Facing him in the pit is a risk. Golden's just going to spam through the smoke. He goes back through. The CT side have 4 players waiting around this side, but they've finally done the impossible. They've cleared Brolin cleanly, but there's plenty more players. The bomb's dropped, and there's only 20 seconds left. They need to get round. Now, they spotted Golden in the corner, but it doesn't matter. He still takes one with him. He's already making the rounds. The push is coming in onto the side. Flash is going for a knife kill. What are they doing? This is madness. But even still, they come out on top. Valde is low, and they're going to clean it up. It doesn't even matter. But they've done it. And the thing is, although we talk about your Brolins, your JWs, your Flushers,
it looks unlikely, but for Fnatic, so many times impossible has been nothing. Crims gets one, baiting him into a false sense of security, and Flusher was an absolute monster on Mirage. Has an incendiary. Does he guess correctly? Does he get a chance to even use it? No, NBK with a dry peek, which is certainly the mentality that we have had throughout. Both times the teams have faced off against each other, but the first blood will be drawn by Brolan, and the Swedes look to steamroll ahead. They've completely ignored Mantu's position, but he only gets one and leaves Valde in an awkward spot, and he's cartwheeled into his death. Issa drawing around the back of them, but Crims holds on for his 3rd of the round. Economy's in a weird position where they could go for a buy, but that shot from JW is so brisk. Going to be struggling, limping in, but be careful, because Flusher still comes out with a massive headshot. Alexi perches up 2 before he's dropped, and with 15 seconds, Valde takes the initiative, pushing through the Molotov. JW know he's being flanked, 10 seconds to play with. He guesses wrong where one of the remaining 2 CTs are, and then plants behind the truck. He's still alive, but he's still on the dumpster, and he's looking to put the CTs in there. He's taken his shot, gives his position away, relocates again. In amongst all of this, the bomb has been ticking away, and JW connecting onto Valde, playing the mind games once again. Mantu sticks on the side. JW coming up, making noise, has played this perfectly. Is there enough time? This is cutting it so incredibly close, but Mantu gets it.
The push behind Alexi B hunting down his prey, but Alexi's got around the corner. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. Now he has the chance for 2, though.
No happy ending this time, though, Tom. He went down, and he's gone in for another. He's pounced. His bloodlust wasn't satiated. His hunger.
Like, even just look at the positioning of different players dying. Sure, the Connector's one of them. Oh, for God's sake.
Disputed that pretty heavily, Tom. We'll see if Fnatic can prove themselves correct. As they push through, Valde gets flagged, actually runs into the Molotov, surviving on 2 HP, and what a difference that could make. He does then get the kill and drops the bomb down. Still a winnable round, though, for Flusher and Golden to pick off. We've seen them land these before. Flusher getting a stop 2, and a 3rd out of nowhere. How is Flusher still in this round? And keep in mind the HP favoring Alexi, who may be able to get the frag. This has been flawless. Oh my God! That is sublime from Flusher, and finally we see a smile on the face of the god.
And in fact, it is going to be an all-out brawl. Brolin, he's got his bare knuckles out, and he's brawling himself. 3 kills, all headshots. A no-show. It's not been successful at all for Fnatic.
What?
Crims just goes jumping through the smoke, and he's found 2. Valde as well. He's waiting on the corner. This time he does damage in return, but it's left onto MBK. A man who's been around for many a year. The first is all too easy, but Crims taps the bomb, tries to bait him into the diffuser, but at this point MBK has to know he can't be on it. The second tap might just be the bait he needs, but he spots him standing. He's not defusing. MBK is in Crims's head. Doesn't need to face this, and although the kill goes the way, now and in on overpass, and OG on the T side are stringing rounds together after what was a very strong scoring half at least. We're going to see the all push Mantu. He only had a matter of seconds to land that shot.
Discipline, giving up short control, Flusher, holding on, Crim spray through Monster, collecting onto 2. HE does nothing. Can these guys rip and tear through the CTs? No, Brolan could not have asked for a better lineup. MBK sent packing, and now Crims alongside Golden need to stand tall. Molotov is good. Onto short, stalling and segregating the oncoming T's. They go for the pre-fire, and Golden collects alongside Crims again. Either save or pull back. But if pushing in, you die after time, it would have been brutal. Crims gets the 3K. Conjure a bit of carnage on his approach. Flusher, keeping the T's busy. Now Crims can activate with the M4 around the back. Alexi, 2 separate angles, and Crims dispatches both of them.
Crims, he starts it off. He may be blinded, maybe through smoke. It doesn't matter. Fnatic, they've got this done. It's left all onto Man 2. He's praying for a miracle through this smoke. Crims is going for a knife. The sheer audacity of this team, the audacity of Fnatic, will continue.
And TeSS trades as Hunter is the last man standing from the original hold, but KENNYS gets into position in time, cutting down the short player and looking for more. Borup's not going to get too affected by the Molotov. Still, he jumps up. KENNYS looking in and gets him, even falling back around the corner. There's Cadian. Heroic looking to make some ground off of this, but it's not just Kenny. He's got a teammate if he even needs him. Oh, Kenny!
Yep, just bank and CT, molly out the spots that you can't clear coming from long and just focus on long.
And then, once the smokes begin to fade and the CTs remain, take them away. Cadian. But let's see if Hunter can be. This is a fresh look for G2. Putting Hunter up on party. He says, I'll do it. I'll take control of the game. And he's got TeSS slain, peeking wide into Borup. How about the 3K? And because of that, G2 very likely going to sink their teeth into the A site. But Nico, he's doing a great job of just staying silent, patiently waiting around the side of the smoke, and then throwing the frag grenade deep as Nexus position gets called out. Nicely done by Nico. Yes.
And you know what's funny is in the interview, he talked about how like him and Cadian have always worked well together because they like the kind of explosive aggression. They are on the same page.
Minute on the mark, man disadvantage, 2 HP bars, oh so low. KENNYS, all that's left over, and the guy is still Molotov'd out of the bomb site. Short was closed from the get-go, and Borup seals the deal. That's a 16-10 win for Heroic. They just run in. They want that short control first and foremost, and it's Jax at back first. He gets the headshot into Borup. There's somebody on the defuse. TeSS trying to stick it, has his head blown right off. Amanek and Jax to continue walking out mid. I like this little duo. Sometimes it's passively back, sometimes it's getting a little more proactive, like here in the 6th. And
call it Amajax.
Amajax. Sounds like a breakfast cereal. And it looks delicious. Don't make that same mistake. You got eyes prying on all sides, and Stound's sniper connects. KENNYS up next, now blinded, and it's just Stound locked into this position. They know exactly where he is, but there's 8 seconds left over. This one is weird, it's wild, and Stound all the while is still fighting for his life. He clutches out of nowhere.
G2 decided to work into the site that way, but they still controlled. Cadian controlled the short shelf. He got a kill. They did some damage.
I think he's a little frazzle-dazzled. I think he's a little fired up. And I think he has a chance at this with a headshot like that into Nico, and now he's got the confirmation. TeSS lies ahead. Nexa looking for the 4th. And it's damn close. Now he's even connected a bit of damage. Come on, Nexa. Get your 10th frag. Get the 4K. Get G2 back on the board. He's going to close that distance and execute TeSS. This isn't like a curb purchase. This is an all-in. This is all they can afford. And Amanek, W key stuck, perhaps. Just Bomb already stuck in the CT spawn. Bomb is stuck. Yeah, behind green. Borup. Big mean machine putting out the damage. A 2nd kill for him on the Deagle. G2 gonna come fighting frivolously for it. Amanek gets executed, and Borup is a 1-man army. 3 frags for him in this round. 35 seconds. Borup's getting antsy, sees the legs, gets the kill. Borup on for the ace to rob this away, but KENNYS does him dirty. Nico on the boost, not yet over the top of it. He's still crouched, and Hunter, ooh. Yes, please.
Outlasting the other team is critical. And Stound will get that opening frag.
MP9 rush mid, Borup. MP5 never even gets a chance to fire back because Hunter is firing up. and into the bomb sites yet again. Now Nexa has wind of perhaps this flank, but Nico's tucked in. They're moving inwards. He's gonna play trigger discipline, gets 2 kills, all three from Nico's flank.
Usually safe.
Nice. Oh, baby. And yeah, it is crisp. Borup's second headshot taking down Jax. Hunter, he's going to rush the bomb, and he denies the plant. There's only 20 seconds, and Hunter gets another. A smoke grenade goes in front, and he almost lines it all up. Nico versus KENNYS. Nico, can he close this? KENNYS is sketched, and oh, it's good. Over the top of the box. Kenny may not suspect so many players to be there, but he hits the wall bang back the other way. That was the tagged up TeSS down now. And Kenny, slick movement, right back into position for a second kill. And this round is another example of that. I mean, just goes into middle, gets his pick, moves back towards A ramp. Excellent position to try and serve up a bit of a wrench in the works. Cadian, however, again on damage control. Trying to take this A site. Jax removed from the bomb site. Cadian is a one-man army. Probably bodes well for Heroic in this 2v2. Cadian just so heads up. He's not going to find any contact. There's the Opera, though, spotted and dealt with. Kenny kills Cadian. There goes the short flare, and it is perfect.
Short shot when he didn't make any presence. What's happening now? They're turning up the pace like crazy out to short, but G2 are dealing with everything.
Oh, or are they? TeSS, he's able to catch Amanek in a weird one. KENNYS has had enough. The G2 are going to close Vertigo, and yes, they will. Aim's coming back to him. He's down with the op. He's going to have more than one. Takes the second, goes for the third, but Borup's going to body bag that bad boy. TeSS even kind of killing Jax in this situation makes things go from bad to worse, and it's a no-scope to the gut of Amanek. 5 versus 4. G2 just going to clump up and work their way into the arch side. Borup, he's good for the first one, and there's that library peek. Oh, so good from Borup. The closer Borup gets to this short A wraparound, and Kenny is Cadian, so fixated. Look at Nico, keep your eye on the radar, because he is coming in on this flank, so even while G2 move forward, they've got to know this is a possibility. Very swift headshot from Jax. That's excellent. Definitely helps. But again, that flank is coming all the closer. It is steps behind them. It now is Nico starting to fire off, and he will find Nexa. They don't have a solution to him, but he is all that's left. G2 just prioritizing the retake. Now, if Jax can give cover to Kenny, that's huge, but it's the tap from Nico to stop it. And the bomb pops after time. Completely blind. Amanek still able to get TeSS off of this. And, well, Nexa's in from Newbox. Hunter so quickly on the flank. He lines up all 3 players and sprays through them all. Now, that's confirmed TeSS in pit. They don't know where Cadian is, but a single shot will drop him. He pops up, dealing with Amanek. Kenny trades it. Borup's up close in the corner. Kenny honing in on this. Seems to know, but can he land the shot? Absolutely. Right between the eyes. G2 keeping their lead.
The clutch player when they need him the most. That was another terribly difficult round to read.
Swapping weapons as need be. Low HP on all 3. G2 still have Hunter close, but he reveals his position. That's incredible. But they know exactly where he's at already. He sees the confirmation on Newbox, lays down the smoke in front. He can focus on the 1v1, and Stown nearly gives it to him, but he knows it's a distraction. Jax trying to figure out where TeSS has got off to. He takes a bit of damage, still able to find the first kill, and he knows Stown's back there. But Jax is inside of the smoke, and he taps that bomb, trying to get the T to make his move, trying to make him spray and commit, but now Stown sees it's clear, and Jax, it's crystal clear. Who's got the clutch, and who's got the lead? He's trying to fixate on Hunter backside, but this is such a good position. And walks into it. That is G2 Esports with a decider victory over top of Heroic.
Is the spanner in the works? There's so much info, yes, but Martin knows he needs to start moving in as well. Rain can deny anyone coming through from the murder hole, and Martin only has one direction to go. He finds it first, but Colzera's traded. Colzera's got 2, and he's still fighting. He gets 3. Zen left in a 1v4. However, he sees a Deagle, shies away from it, and lets Crystal take point. But Martin, go kill Martin! Go kill Martin! Yes!
Here for FaZe that are finding the entries. Godsent do get one back on Farley, but Nico's cut off the rotation, so not rushing the bomb plant. They know that they can cut for another angle. Kjerby trying to intercept, but then Rain's into it. That may be a mistake. Farley as well, chiming through with the AWP. If he spams Rain, he's low, and he could go down, but Nico covers him from up high.
You can see that FaZe Clan start all beautifully, but even so, that could have gone very, very wrong. Nico,
sitting on the site, still buying time for these rotations to come, and they can't track him down so easily. Oh my goodness, how is he dodging for so long? Still yet to get a firm foothold on the site. They know where these players are here from FaZe, and they're getting caught out in the open. But again, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Kjerby in the clutch.
so much, and Kjerby, he's about to get the timing, but he doesn't look at the right angle. And now Martin's got a chance to sneak right out. He's gone over to Tetris. Kjerby is going in, but he's not sticking it. Martin was worried, and no longer so. He's going to come around the corner, around the default box. Does Kjerby realize this? But Kjerby, he's trying to use this as a one-way. Can he see Martin from over the smoke? That is the question. Martin about to get the sight lines, but he backs off instead. Martin's playing this so well, but Kjerby has himself the angle.
They lose the pistol, but they come back swinging in the second round. They are so good at converting these second rounds, and it all came down to the play from Underpass and these kills from Martin. He just locks down Connector. Man who typically takes initiative on the CT side. And look at the timing for Nico. That's perfect. Zen's gone.
And with Zen's demise, Nico's looking for more, but a Molotov at his feet will reveal his position. Martin will have to peek out, and he does so. But Nico has intercepted. He's got it done. They've not had faith in themselves. They've not had the confidence, but Kjerby's gone down. Stiko and Martin will be tagged up slightly. Martin more than Stiko, but the bomb's down. Broky's low. Broky could be brought apart, and Stiko has caught the angle, the timing, but he can't get the kill. This is not working out in his favor. Martin wants to peek out with a flashback, but Martin's found Broky. Stiko's peeking in as well. Coldzera and Nico. These are the two players you want to have. Nico will find one more. Stiko in a 1 versus 2 tries to find them. Nice little tap is present from him. He's now waiting for Nico. Comes in! Takes it home! Stiko, the beast! And Kjerby already has information that they're given over steps, so they're not rotating. Coldzera now is waiting. He's burning, and he's been brought down. Kjerby, though, can't say the same for him. 3 kills to his name.
Nico went 4, and Godsent accelerate towards B.
Coldzera now with the AWP, already in a 5v3, knows he can take this one away, but Cole, he's been forced back just a bit, and he wants to play it safe and let Kjerby have the glory as Coldzera takes a bullet. Martin finds 2. Some mistakes already made from Godsent. Now it's doing a faster play towards A. Nico's found one through the smoke. He's just praying and praying, and Rain does the same, but his prayers are answered with 3 kills and a 16 for FaZe.
Broky does find one. Oh, okay. A second on the cross because it's deeper smokes for Godsent. They cannot cross safely to Secret, and Broky's got 3. We saw a scout ace in the group stage from Big instead, and Broky's really close to pulling one himself.
Broky makes the cake, bakes it, pops it in the oven, but Coldzera is the one to pull it out and put the cherry on top.
But just now seeing it from his perspective for all the kills, they're not even really clearing for it.
Zen's too fast on his trigger, and he takes down his teammate because of it. Martin now has to find this first duel, and that gives him a lot more time, but with 50 seconds on the clock, he's played this perfectly. He's isolated them completely. The bomb will go down. It's not planted in the most ideal of positions, but it's the only position he could have gone for. Now he has to win out these duels. 1 by 1, they will not peak. Instead, Martin sees a jumping player trying to tap him away as well, looking for a wallbang in the meanwhile. Martin's found the first, and now Broky alone. 1v1, and he can't get it. Martin, what a round from him, and he heaves back a sigh of relief. Well, that exchange seems to be coming out consistently. Kjerby will come through, finds the perfect timing for 2, even backs off to safety. They can't chase. Martin's very low HP. Kjerby almost gets that one as well, but Martin and Zen still save the day. But the day is not over, and Coldzera will say lights out for Crystal. Still looking for more, expecting them to push into him, and he backs off to safety. A 2 versus 3. Zen and Martin are the players you want to have. Coldzera, though, can't say anything different about him, as he's so good with the deagle. Holding an off angle, 48 seconds. Are they going to clear this? They have to, and Crystal doesn't clear it. Cole has taken it home. And Farley, in the meanwhile, is so worried, but Stiko should be the one who's sweating. Martin will help him out just a bit, but he can't find the first few shots, and Stiko has to back off because of it, but he's so good. Stiko's fighting. Stiko's getting it. The best case scenario for Godsent is just that they save 2 more weapons at this point. There's really no point in fighting this out over here. If Crystal can find a Zeus kill, that's always nice, but I really don't like this phase forward from Martin. He's just maybe going a bit too far. Farlig does find at least one kill, but now because of Modern's position, he can't get away with the AK.
Some sharp kills against the pistols of Godsent. Nico sharp man himself, but Rain is just making short work of his opposition. Eventually, Modern does deal with him. Okay, Stiko answers back. Hold the phone! They flipped this all around. It's Kirby in a clutch. And a crossfire angle, but he held Madden, takes the last frag.
It's all Stiko and Modern again. Like I said, Stiko's the one who's always consistent. Modern's the nice X factor to have delivered. Nico's still in a 1v2. Stiko keeps himself alive, switches out with Farley for the AWP. And now that Nico's planning for a safer angle, they'll have to start going in once the bomb's gone down. Nico, though, you know he's good for this. You know he's good for the first. Can he get more? Yes, he can. The one tap as well to secure the deal. BM all you want, Nico. You've earned it.
Moving over towards Decon. Stiko takes the angle the back of the site. They don't clear him. They don't clear him. Stiko gets one, almost a second as well. It's good damage on Nico, but not enough in the time. It's of the essence. FaZe, they don't have enough time to get that bomb planted, so Godsent win by default. It's a shutdown performance. Mid-round aggression here from Madden that they were totally unprepared for. They boost him up, and he knocks them down a peg. I have some flashes that can help enable these pistols. I like the initiative here from Farlig. He lines up the first Brokey there. The trade with Farlig, a double. That could just be enough. Nico outside. Farlig's taking the round in his own hands. A four. He's going. There it is. Farlig.
Putting his hands together. A man can only pray so much. And Farlig with the ace clutch to close it out. And AWP was all they had. And AWP was all they had. FaZe, the way they have shown they like to play Inferno, is very defensive on the A-bomb side. They're generally not very keen, as Stiko gets himself a couple of nice kills. Move in down second mid, move into mid itself. It's very different to the FaZe of old. And nice kill from Stiko. He's really feeling it.
Yeah, after both of these players go down to the Mac 10, Nico had to come up big with a multi-kill. So the first frag found on Crystal.
Just shocked out the one-way smoke that gives him so much more space to work with. Kirby's fully flashed, but Cold Sarah is not. Both him and Kirby are able to delay them long enough to leave Crystal in a compromised position and Farlig in a 1 versus 2. But this is so difficult to actually re-peek into this angle. He's heard them coming over. He knows they're right next to him. He's held the trigger, but not for long. And with this, it's a straight 1v1. Nico does get scouted out. Farlig knows he's not gone for the defuse. And now Nico has to play this perfectly. Farlig has out, zoomed in, but can't quite get the kill. Won't need
Nico,
to, though.
No time.
As Nico backs off, no time. And Reigns found the first, but he's traded so often. Nico trapped away inside a smoke of his own creation with a nade right at his feet. This will not be easy, and although he finds a kill courtesy of Brokey's flashbang, he's even got a little date in the smoke, and that date is right behind him. Zen's looking, why in the world? End up losing out on the kill because of it. What a performance from Nico, though, and a great flashbang from Brokey.
Making use of the smoke to perfection, but I mean, that's a misstep from Zen.
It will be the case. Nico backs off and double nade is there, but it's all the damage onto Rain. Zen will take him down. Nico with the USB is good for a kill. The nade to follow through will keep the nade. Oh, wow, Nico.
Advantageous fight. He has the information to play off of. You see those initial entries there from Stiko. And just the presence of mind to clear behind.
Aggression. Brokey now wants to push in, but Farlig missed a shot. Cold Zera jumping up is able to evade it, but Zen, he should detect this. Zen has found him, finds the first kill, looking for more. Zen's made Brokey miss, and he will not do the same. From the coffins, and the Molotov is perfectly timed. Brokey forces them to segregate and split up, but Zen has found one, and they've moved past the Molotov. In they go. Zen's got another, and they've isolated, and Brokey has fallen. Zen with 4 kills to his name.
Smoke down CT. The counter flashes are delaying FaZe here as the rotations come through. Quick shot there from Rain. Madden going to go initially unclear. The spam from Farlig, it connects on so many and it draws the attention away that Madden can get one. But the site's been lost and cold. Doubles down for a couple on the dig.
Farlig now from the side. Waits for the smoke to dissipate, and the timing's perfect. He's denied the bomb and Ray transferred. He will be seen. He will be spotted. Re-peeking out. Can he find anything? No, he can't. Kirby has stepped up in this round. 4 kills to his name. More than doubled his skill score.
Well, if I can get that kind of call and response, I'll happily call people out all the time. What a round there from Kirby.
Martin knows there's no one towards Banana. Stiko's already found one. It's just Cold and Rain left alone. And Cole's found one, yes, but he's revealed his position. With that, Rain is forced outwards. Rain is spotted and brought down. This is so beautifully done. Cold has to clutch it out in a 1v1 versus the off. He's trying to go for it, but Martin misses his shot. Martin goes for it again, and it's Cold all day with the ace. The question we have to ask ourselves is Cold realizes there's a player going over the Banana. Cold reveals his position, repositions back to new box. Will be able to peek out if he wants to. Knows that it might be an AWP. Farlig's the last one alive, and he hasn't had time to switch out weapons if he wanted to. Farlig getting up close and personal. Will not take the peek before, and he's scoped in. Just so beautifully. Will he be able to get the defuse in time? We saw such a similar situation yesterday as well. At the exact same place, and they got it. Do they? Do they? It's so close.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Close. He has the bomb in his possession, waiting for them to come try and retrieve it. Crystal nicely placed aim and gets another. He's leading by example, and Kirby's left alone. 15 HP is all he has. Martin in the 1 versus 1 locates him, and Godsent will take it away.
16